I am so mad, and I know you probably love that, but I swear if you keep doing this, I will destroy your life.
Lucy, if you do not stop smiling at me like that, then I'm gonna have to kiss you.
Class, this is Stephen DeMarco, your new TA.
She switched into my section on purpose.
You serious? Advent's been different.
Tell Me Lies season 2 just ended. It is so, so, so good. It's one of my favorite shows on TV. They are starring as Pippa, Sonia Mena. Thank you so much for chatting with me. For anyone who hasn't seen Tell Me Lies, tell us what it's about.
Oh, I guess about toxic relationships in college and a lot of bad behavior.
Bad behavior, especially from the lead characters. But what I love about it is that the supporting characters, yes, they make some bad decisions, but they're the ones as audience members we really root for. And that's so true this season with Pippa. Tell us about Pippa's storyline in the second season.
Yeah, I mean, she has a pretty intense thing happen to her very early on in the storyline, and we sort of see her navigating that and just really trying to survive as best as she can. And yeah, find surprising alliances, I guess you could say. But yeah, it's interesting. I think we see her let her guard down less so because she wants to and more because she just doesn't have the energy to be front all the time. So yeah.
It's such a beautifully layered performance from you. How do you go to that dark, dark place where this is real issues that people are dealing with on college campuses, and your character is just so at the forefront of this that it's going to be so helpful for so many people.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I hope it is helpful for some people and yeah, it's a very heavy subject matter. To be honest, I like meditate every day before set, which is probably the most actory thing I've ever said in my whole life, but it's true. The costume designer Charlotte gave me a book that I can now not remember the name, Chanel Miller's book, which was really, really beautiful and really powerful. I'm a quick reader, but I read it really slowly and tried to read it sort of matching the steps that Pippa was going through and just like hold it really dearly. And that book in particular just was really yeah, astonishing. So that was very helpful. Yeah.
Very good to hear that. And the biggest change physically for Pippa, obviously from season 1 to season 2, is the blonde hair. But you don't have the blonde hair. What was that decision like? Some people love it, some people don't love it, but what's your take on it?
Who doesn't like it?
Yeah, I've just
where are they? No, Megan came to me pretty early on while they were still writing, saying like I used really short hair. She's like, we want Pippa to come back different. We're thinking short hair. And I was like, I actually don't think that to me signals very like queer, especially in that time period. Now it's not so much, but in that time period, it felt very like proud and queer. And I didn't feel like she was in that place. And I also remember feeling like it was really not cool to have short hair for a lot of time people, like, and she's chasing acceptance and like male validation so much. But I have been blonde many times in my life, and I was like, what if we go blonde? And then it was Megan who, because she wanted a differentiation between me and Lucy, was like, yes, but we're gonna go platinum blonde. And my hair actually was platinum as well, so it was like a whole anyway. But yeah, it was really fun. It was yeah, a fun thing to explore. And also I think sort of thinking about her hiding herself, it's camouflage, it's both like I look amazing and also like don't recognize me. And sort of whitewashing herself, and then we see her later and she's got her natural texture and she's out and she's queer and she's like embracing herself. And so I feel like that was a fun thing to explore. Yeah.
That's a great foreshadowing story that we also see throughout all of the episodes. And I don't want to spoil this either, but you have a lot of great scenes coming in the future with Alicia Crowder, who plays Diana, and you have dark hair, and you are just so comfortable being yourself. What's it like working with her on those scenes?
Oh, it's so fun. Alicia's so great, and she's just so like precise and a hilarious person. So it was really fun to do those and to just try and sneak in. I mean, there's such small scenes. So trying to sneak in as much detail and layering as we could was really just such a joy to work with her. She's awesome. Yeah.
I guess we shouldn't comment on each other's relationships. We don't actually know each other that well. I mean, I didn't even know you were sleeping with Wrigley again.
Why do you care?
I don't.
Season 1 was one semester, season 2 is another semester, and we're trying to inch our way to 2015 where we see these scenes. Do you know if there's going to be semester by semester where we're going to get however many seasons? Do you know if there's going to be a time jump? What's in the works?
I don't know. They don't tell me anything. I mean, I think there's so much that it needs to be settled up. The bomb that Lucy drops in episode, I think it's 7. We don't really get to see the fallout of that. We haven't seen Pippa really come into her power and act on things yet. We've mostly seen her just like, again, like trying to survive and process. And so, yeah, there's so, I think the writers have done such a cool job of loading up everyone and loading up Pippa so much. And she's so ready to just like explode. So I'm sure we'll have to see some of that because there's too many unanswered questions. Yeah.
I have all the questions that every audience member has. And my favorite relationship in season 2 was between yours and Spencer House's character. Very different than season 1, but it's so great to see them this season together. What's it like with him?
Oh, it's so fun. Spencer's the best. It was really nice to have those longer scenes and yet to have deeper moments and it's a very particular weird texture between them because it's a lot of like lonely people in pain not talking about it. So yeah, I mean Spencer's hilarious. He just sings a lot of Creed on set most of the time at full volume, to be honest. Yeah.
I heard I talked to him before the season started, and his co-star said he's just as big of a goofball as his character portrays.
Oh, he's the silliest man you've ever met in your whole life.
That's so funny because he plays that character so well.
But very different than Wrigley. Very different.
Yeah. And Grace Van Patten, obviously the lead of the show, Lucy, you're her best friend, her college best friend, but you're her best friend. What's that like with her?
Oh, really? I mean, I feel like I'm repeating myself. I'm like, great. Just waiting for me to be like, Grace is the worst.
Yeah.
No, we got so lucky. So like almost everyone except for Alicia lives in LA. Grace is actually one of my very close friends. And me and her and Kat in particular hang out a lot. And so those were my favorite days, to be honest, of shooting was like the 3 of us, because we would just kind of try to work ourselves into a full mania. And I think for us, we were like trying to get the crew laughing, get ourselves laughing, and just get like as much energy in those scenes as possible, even when they're like sad. Dan, who was one of our producing director, was like, "I don't get it. You guys are cracking up," and then we're like, "Action," and you're like, but it was just really, yeah. She's such a talented performer and so spontaneous and just really fun to follow. Yeah, and just
The three of you together is so fun to watch, and all the girl scenes. And this is just coming up on, we're trying to get a 3rd season renewed. I know it's going to be renewed. I'm begging for it. Where do you hope Pippa's storyline goes? Because obviously it's based on the book, but we've already expanded past that in this season, and we're just getting more Tell Me Lies. We need it.
Yes, I hope so. Yeah, no, I think, like I said, I think the writers have done such an interesting job of setting her up, but we really haven't seen her act on anything. She's been just sort of holding everything in and taking care of things. And it's a show about people who make wild decisions. They're like, I'm going to process this in the weirdest, most destructive way possible. And Pippa has a lot of processing. She's got so much rage. She's got just a lot to figure out. And we see later, like you said, she's happier. And you don't really get there just by like thinking about it. So I think it'll be really, really cool. I mean, I'd love to see her get some revenge. I'd like to see like some joy and some happiness for Pippa, but like probably in a really weird way. Yeah.
I love Tell Me Lies. I tell everyone about it. Make sure you watch both seasons, all of them now streaming on Hulu. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was so nice to meet you.